I'd like to introduce our first recipient, Brenda Gundell. If she would come up. For the folks in the back, there actually, believe it or not, there are seats in the front row or the front of the classroom. I know that that's not the most popular place to be, but you're certainly welcome. There are seats available. Brenda Gundell, first grade teacher at Frederiksen Elementary School. The top reasons why Brenda is an exceptional first grade teacher. Mrs. Gundell is extremely hardworking and is always planning and organizing her lessons for the next week. She teaches with enthusiasm, commitment, and dedication. Next, students come first, and Mrs. Gundell goes the extra mile to make sure that they are learning. Third, Ms. Gundell is a leader and welcomes any and all staff members into Frederiksen Elementary. Next, she is always willing to help different grade level teachers in spite of the fact that she is a first grade team player. She helps every teacher at Fred. Another reason why Brenda Gundell is an exceptional first grade teacher, she regularly brings new ideas to our staff and to our entire leadership team. Another reason, she is always willing to help new teachers and supports them in any way she can, regardless of their grade level. And finally, in addition to Mrs. Gundell's busy schedule, she is a coach for a Special Olympics team and spends her afternoons helping even more children. She is polite, never complains, does what is asked of her, and does it above and beyond what is ever expected. Congratulations, Brenda Gundell. Recipient, Bridgette Jakubowicz, third grade teacher, Green Elementary. Mrs. Jakubowicz should be upheld as a model for what professional teachers can and should be. She has a true passion for teaching, one that comes through in everything she does and says. Jakubowicz embodies all of the qualities one looks for in a teacher. The district is extremely fortunate to have her as an employee. First and foremost, she demonstrates an exemplary commitment to her profession and to the students that she gets to teach. She is rare in her dedication to challenge and encourage all students to achieve beyond merely the minimum standards. She continuously evaluates the students throughout the school year and sees this as a responsibility, not a burden. Mrs. J truly understands that students learn at different tempos and levels and possesses varied strengths and weaknesses. Mrs. J cultivates these attributes for not just one or two of her students, but for all 25 in her care. Mrs. Jakubowicz makes learning fun. She creates a classroom that fosters safety, freedom of expression, and a genuine desire to learn. She's a dedicated teacher and can always be found in her classroom before school begins each day and after school planning and working on future lessons. Mrs. J exhibits sensitivity, a genuine concern for students and their problems, and the ability to be nurturing and yet with a clear set of boundaries. Mrs. Jakubowicz is unquestionably a remarkable teacher. Congratulations. A.J. Oliveira. Engaging teacher, team player, brilliant tech guy, and a coach. These are words that describe A.J. Oliveira. Whenever you walk around campus with A.J., the kids shout out, "Hey, Mr. O," a sure way to know he is well-liked. He is a professional, he is competent, conscientious, and compassionate. He consistently demonstrates his understanding of the critical importance education holds for the future of all of his students. He respects the intelligence of his students and creates challenging lessons that help them achieve beyond their own expectations. In addition to being a dedicated teacher, he extends his involvement with students beyond the school day. For the past 4 years, Mr. Oliveira has coached both boys and girls basketball teams, as well as the track team at Wells. He is known and respected for his amazing technological skills. He can make a computer sing, dance, or display any variety of data. AJ is often seen around campus with a video camera creating scenes for character education or visual presentation used in grant applications and award presentations. He prepares donated computers to be given to students who do not have access to computers at home. So far, over 40 families have received computers from this program. Mr. Oliveira's smile lightens up a room and conveys his irrefutable spirit. Congratulations, AJ. Ms. Kyla Tuell, second grade teacher, Green Elementary. Tuell is compassionate, reliable, and consistent. She has a love for her profession and an absolute sincere interest and concern for her students. Mrs. Tuell has given her heart, knowledge, and creativity, which have proven to be a mirrored reflection of who she is as a person. All of her students are continuously eager with anticipation once the school bell rings. She fosters a positive attitude in her students through the attention to each individual. She is an educator who manages to convey to a group of 8-year-olds the wonder of knowledge, both in terms of technically delivering the material, but moreover instilling in them the passion for learning that is sure to stay with them far beyond their grade. About my teacher. I like my teacher because on math time, she asks us if we understand or not, and she is always nice and helpful on our work. And on the AR quizzes, she puts like awesome, fantastic, outstanding. And because of my teacher, I got good ideas for my science project. I get a lot of inspiration. An acrostic for Mrs. Tuell. M is for marvelous. R is for remarkable. S is for sweet. T is for terrific teacher. U is for unique. E is for excellent. L is for a lovable laugh. And L is for a lovely cook. Congratulations. Diane Mansky will now present the honorees from the classified employees.
Vice President Tomlinson, members of the board, Dr. Henke, staff, it is a pleasure to acknowledge the classified recipients of the District Recognition Award. Classified staff provide the invaluable support to the district so that teachers are able to teach, are able to learn. We are extremely fortunate to have staff that give 100%. I'm proud to recognize 3 classified employees for their outstanding contributions to the students, staff, and families of Dublin. Many of our district's employees support the district behind the scene. Our next recipient is one of those employees. Will Ms. Oliveira please come forward? That is the district's accounts payable person. She is able to master large amounts of billing information and displays her work ethic in a practical manner. Evelyn has a mind for numbers, is quick, efficient, and does it all with a smile on her face. Demonstrates initiative and always makes an extra effort to pay employee reimbursements in a timely manner. She will often stay late to catch up on work before heading off to her evening college classes. Ms. Oliveira has shared with others how she loves her job so much that she's returned to school and is currently in her 2nd semester at Las Positas, enrolled in computer and business courses. Ms. Oliveira is the kind of person people like being around. She exemplifies the district's character traits. She performs her work with grace and ease in such a way that her work never appears to be a grind. Ms. Oliveira possesses a can-do, get-it-done attitude. Evelyn has an upbeat and positive personality, which is an asset in dealing with day-to-day work, people, and stressful situations. Ms. Oliveira is most deserving of this recognition. Congratulations. Dominic Piegaro to the podium. Dominic is relatively new to the district and has hit the ground running. He is an exceptional campus monitor at Fallon School. Mr. Piegaro is amazing. Mr. Piegaro has never missed a day of work. Dominic knows every student, and he coaches both the Fallon and Dublin High School wrestling teams. Mr. Piegaro helps students with homework after school and tutors the wrestling team. Dominic runs Fallon's safety patrol and makes everyone at Fallon feel special. Mr. Piegaro is friendly to all, offers to help anyone at any time. Mr. Piegaro is a person who models positive interactions, is respectful to all, and gives lots of encouragement and praise to others. Dominic really makes everyone feel a part of the Fallon family. Congratulations. Has a passion and love for children. Will Sandy Trau please join me at the podium? Sandy Trau is an exceptional special education instructional resource aide in so many ways. Ms. Trau performs her duties with much enthusiasm, commitment, and dedication. While working with students, Ms. Trau inclusively brings all students together to work collaboratively as a team. This is a hallmark of her work. Ms. Trau conducts races while on recess duty. She notes the students' times, and when a student improves their time, she awards prizes which she herself has purchased. Sandy is loved by staff and is always on call beyond her workday to work on projects or events. Ms. Trau never says no. Ms. Trau is our own Vanna White at every awards ceremony as she hands out character awards and poses the students so parents, friends, and relatives can take that special picture. Ms. Trau is our own esteemed builder at Dublin Elementary School. Congratulations. I'd like to turn the mic over to Dr. Henke, who will present the awards to our administrators and parent volunteers.
So let me say again at the very beginning, isn't it great? I just love this event, and I'm so glad you all came to join us in this celebration. Thank you very, very much. We all know that leadership matters, makes a big, big difference in our school district. We are blessed to have 31 truly outstanding leaders that make a difference in the lives of the children of Dublin each and every day. And I am honored to help you recognize two of them this evening. The first is principal at Fred Elementary School, Holly Scroggins. Holly Scroggins is an exceptional administrator and deserves to be recognized for many reasons. Ms. Scroggins always begins each and every day with a positive attitude. Ms. Scroggins puts the needs of the students, parents, and staff of Frederiksen Elementary School far and above that of her own. She stays at school well into the evening hours and on weekends when she is needed, ready to help and support each and every member of this community. Ms. Scroggins knows the name of every student that attends our school. She also takes the time to learn about them on a personal basis. She enables them to be the best that they can be by modeling extreme respect and support. Mrs. Scroggins always remembers to thank her colleagues for their own efforts. She also publicly recognizes everyone's talents and contributions. It is unimaginable that anyone else would be able to exhibit the level of effort and dedication that Mrs. Scroggins has shown. She truly is a superwoman. Motivated by her love of children and her dedication to her job, she is awe-inspiring. It is difficult to find one word that describes Holly Scroggins. There are so many that describe her. Dedicated, passionate, optimistic, supportive, leader, understanding, humble, team player. However, the following two words are the most accurate in describing her. Simply the best. Congratulations, Holly. It's an honor for me to also help and join you in recognizing our next leader, Assistant Principal at Dublin High School, Maureen Byrne. Maureen. Ms. Byrne has been the administrative liaison to the math and special education departments at Dublin High School since she began in 2004. She is energetic, productive, well-organized, friendly, and always finds the time to answer questions, assist in finding solutions to problems, and most importantly, to listen. She listens to problems, complaints, issues, and offers practical solutions and comments about them. Is a part of the math department's success formula and is a true member of the special education department staff who benefit from her special education experience and special sense of humor. Ms. Byrne is hardworking and committed to excellence. She delivers high-quality results that support district and school objectives. Ms. Byrne also supports all students and staff. She has an excellent rapport with each student as she challenges them to do their best. Ms. Byrne is passionate about helping all students succeed. This past fall, Ms. Byrne recognized that several Geometry 9 students were experiencing difficulty in geometry. She organized and personally implemented an after-school geometry tutorial for these students. Ms. Byrne was present for every tutorial session supporting both the students and the teachers who were working with them. Ms. Byrne's intelligence is quick and inquiring. She approaches situations with humility and curiosity and always comes up with an out-of-the-box solution to the challenges faced at the school. She is an outstanding colleague, mentor, and coach. Ms. Byrne can be counted on to bring a grounded sense of calmness and humor that fosters a positive work environment. Her positive and high-energy personality make her a pleasure to work with. Congratulations, Maureen Byrne. Now a pleasure for me to recognize or help join you in recognizing our parent volunteers. You know, we really can't say enough about the work that our parents do in our schools. Without our parents, we would not be successful. very, very simply. We believe that they are a partner with us in the education of every single child in Dublin. They truly make a difference. We thank each and every one of them for their generosity and the work that they do with us. And tonight we're going to recognize 3 parents among the hundreds who help us all the time here in Dublin. It truly is an honor to recognize them with you. First is Jaylene Leslie. Would you join me, please? Let me tell you a little bit about Jaylene. Jaylene deserves to be recognized for the many years of volunteer work for the Dublin Unified School District. She has donated a tremendous amount of personal time, talents, and energy as a volunteer. Jaylene has gone above and beyond the call of duty many times. She has held a position on the Doherty Parent Faculty Club, the PFC, executive board for 3 years, serving as president for the past 2 years. She is always on top of the fundraising and takes on jobs that no one else will volunteer for. She brainstorms fundraising ideas with other members and then makes them happen. Ms. Leslie understands how schools and school budgets work. She is able to make decisions that benefit all students. She has a global perspective, common sense, and a decisive manner that keeps projects and committees moving forward. Jaylene is very successful bringing volunteers together. She sees how each person can use their gifts to support the school and delegates projects encouraging them to be their best. She sees the big picture and understands the dynamics of families and staff and how they work together. Ms. Leslie is cheerful, upbeat, has a great sense of humor, and is a hard worker. She not only holds herself to a high standard, but others as well. Jaylene is thoughtful and gets along with people from all walks of life. She is able to motivate others by being an example herself. You will never find a more consistent and trustworthy volunteer with a strong work ethic. Jaylene is exceptional. Congratulations, Jaylene. Our next volunteer that we will be recognizing this evening, unfortunately, is not able to be here, but we want to recognize her anyhow. She is actually, I believe, out of town assisting in some very important family matters, nominated by Tracy Catman and Michael Utsumi, who I believe are in the audience this evening. Are? Okay, very good. And perhaps you can, at the end, pick up the bell and help us with that. Let me tell you a little bit about Sandy Lenhardt. Sandy Lenhardt is an outstanding parent volunteer for the Frederiksen community. Lenhardt is the parent of a 5th grader and a 3rd grader and has been a tireless volunteer over the years. Ms. Lenhardt served for 2 years as a member of the Frederiksen School Site Council. During that time, she brought the idea of a new fundraiser, the Frederiksen School Walkathon, to the table. Now, while that's a little bit unusual in the School Site Council, the creativeness of bringing this plan and this idea was truly amazing. The walkathon became a reality in April of 2010 and was a huge success. At a time when our schools are struggling financially, this fundraiser raised nearly $7,000 for our school. Not only was it a success financially, but it was a huge hit with the students. The walkathon required a lot of volunteer participation on the day of the event and had the unanticipated outcome of being a great community-building event as well. Mrs. Lenhardt is currently serving her first term as Frederiksen's PFC co-president. She has brought a fresh perspective to this organization, both honoring past traditions while willing to inject innovative ideas. The Walkathon fundraiser has been transferred to the PFC this year, and Sandy continues to plan and promote it with the same level of enthusiasm as she did last year. Over the years, Sandy has chaired many PFC events, and if she's not chairing the event, you can bet that she will be there helping in some capacity. At the beginning of each school year, the fifth graders sell candy bars to help raise funds for the fifth grade camp. The management and bookkeeping of this task has traditionally been done by the fifth grade teachers. This year, Sandy stepped up to the plate and took on the management of the candy sales herself, coordinating payments and providing the teachers and parents with an updated balance on how much each student owed towards the camp. To round out her profile as a volunteer that supports all students, she's also a Barton reading tutor at Wells Middle School. While Ms. Lenhardt does not seek out glory or recognition for her efforts, she will continue to support the site and the district for many years to come. Let's congratulate Sandy Lenhardt. Our last volunteer actually are a pair of volunteers that we would like to recognize, Ken and Cindy Young. That's going to be hard to follow. But let me tell you a little bit about Ken and Cindy Young, parent volunteers at Dublin High School. Ken and Cindy Young are parents of 3 Dublin High School graduates and 1 soon-to-be graduate. Ken and Cindy have been active at Dublin High School since 1998 and have never stopped supporting our school and community. Serving in a variety of capacities in all areas at DHS, Ken and Cindy are everywhere, smiling and cheering on our school. That's been for the last 13 years. They are the silent giants of DHS, constantly helping out when needed. From chaperoning dances to volunteering at Dublin High School's first annual CSF conference, to serving on grad night and senior banquet committees, the Youngs are tireless volunteer warriors. They are band boosters, athletic boosters, and PFSO members who have worked firework booths, helped out at band competitions, and sold hot dogs at the snack shack. As volunteers, Ken and Cindy are awesome, always optimistic, supportive, and complimentary of DHS. As parents, they are stellar. Their children, Chris, class of 2002, Katie, class of 2004, and Joe, class of 2006, and Ben, class of 2011, are amazing, successful young people who have also contributed much to our school throughout their years at DHS. Their love, support, and discipline of their children have influenced and inspired many other parents. Ken and Cindy's kind and loving presence will be missed next year as they say goodbye to DHS as their last student graduates. DHS has forever been changed by their spirit. Ken and Cindy Young deserve to be recognized for all that they have contributed to our amazing school community. Thank you, Ken and Cindy Young, for everything that you do, and congratulations.